So it's story time, and I know you guys love story time and stories. I don't know why, but yeah, ngiva ngathi nitsanza tindzaba. Angingathi tindzaba nje mara tindzaba niyatitsanza kakhulu futhi. So, but nah, this is not just some lousy gossip. This is actually something that I believe can also help you with regards to your business. So, what happened was I was on a call with another client, or rather potential client, and we were talking about the documentations that he already has. And I then told him that I have a problem. He said, "What's the problem?" I was like, "You're using money for a business that is not yet generating money, and that's not a good thing, because you have to start spending money in a business that is already generating money. Of course, you can spend probably close to 1 or 2 thousand, but when it gets to a point whereby you utilize, let's just say, over 30,000 for a business that has not even started yet, I have a problem with you, because you're the business owner." And I've noticed that he wanted us to set up a website for him, because maybe he was like, "Oh, bongonations.com. Guess what? I can also have a .com myself." But I was like, you know what? It's not about the website. It's about what you get to do with regards to the company that you're trying to build, because not every company needs a website when it gets established or when you're starting up. And the business model that you have, it doesn't require a business website right now. The only thing I would advise you to have is, of course, a solid business proposal that they could check out, and they'll look at the value proposition of what exactly you're trying to sell to your potential customers. Because the reason why we have business profiles, or especially business profile, company profiles, it is mainly because when someone gets across what we're trying to sell them, they'll be able to say, "You know what, let me check it out," because you are detailing what you are selling. I hope you understood that. You are detailing what you're selling. So if you're detailing what you're selling, it means that you're trying by all means to give a value proposition for what you're placing on the table. Because most people, they have this mindset that they could just come, and when it comes to a profile, you gotta have a profile that is directive. When I say directive, it means that it has to be like it's speaking to this particular person or to that particular person. And it's very important to have such a profile like that, because it allows your business to a person that you know they are going to buy. And I've been saying this for some time, that you gotta be able to know who you're selling to and people who you're not selling to. Hence, that's why in most cases we try by all means not to come here and make videos and tell you about CIPCs and all of those things that of course we are selling. But the idea for us is to become so valuable to our clients that we become strategic partners with them. When we become strategic partners with them, those are the clients that we are trying to attract, that we are trying to get to us and be on board with us. Hence, that's why we have a strategic partnership that takes place every Tuesday. That's the reason why we have a strategic partnership every Tuesday. It is because of that. It is because we are trying to get quality business owners that we can work with in the future. For us, it's not necessarily about getting 50 clients or 100 clients per day, because the problem with that is that we'll then become another wholesaler, like one of your retailers. I can't even mention their name, but one of those shops that are always full, like it's always packed, but it doesn't make too much money because you gotta deal with difficult clients and clients that doesn't want to pay you. Gotta be dealing with clients that are difficult. Don't get me wrong, we did that. I did that when I started, but now the strategy becomes different because the goal now is not to chase anymore, but to attract now, to get people to come to us because we know that we deliver quality. Hence, that's why we don't even continue saying that we deliver quality because people who know us are even referring us to other people because of the quality work that we get to do. People are already talking about us. So that is what we need to actually look at, especially when you come up with a simple concept as like a business profile, whereby you know that that business profile, I'm going to send it to that motor vehicle company because I know they're going to pay attention to me because I know I'm talking to them. I'm going to take my business profile and I'm going to go to that particular private school or the school that is within the government because I know I'm supplying things that they're going to need. And I know that they're going to need, let's just say, my chalks to write on the board or markers if they're using those whiteboards. But you know exactly that you are going there and they're going to pay attention to you. I recently even asked one of our researchers to check what type of products is always it's always required by the government, and he mentioned things that pertain to medicine and the health department. And I now understand why the health department is one department that is always having funds, especially when it comes to budget allocation, because of what it gets to do, because a lot of people would pay a lot and do a lot to be healed and to be better when it comes to their health. So I would advise that if I was someone who was dealing with tenders, or I don't know which tender space I could actually go into, I would rather choose anything that pertained to health. Why? Because everyone will ensure that they become healthy if something bothers their health.